guys, this is Val from valkayink, and today we are looking at the Son Goku Banpresto World Figure Coliseum figure. Of course, this one was from the 2017 edition and completed by the model sculptor Manabu Yamashita. And I just loved watching him work on this when they had the series on Crunchyroll. Oh, this is just a figure I've been dying to open for a really long time. Toei sticker is always on the top corner on these, and I'm just really excited. Let's dive into this figure. Here is the figure in full shot, and I cannot, honest to God, cannot get over just how detailed and beautiful this figure is. I'm just really impressed. Yamashita really outdid himself with this sculpt. I mean, every inch of the fabric is just flowing with detail. I absolutely love how easy it was to put this figure together and the staff to slide into that back hand. I love Goku's expression. I've always been a fan of the unique color spreads and unique outfits, so I'm really happy he chose to go with this one. I think this shot right here is just the perfect view of this figure. There's so many details that I want to go over, but I think I do want to zoom in on certain areas. First and foremost is the action pose. You know, normally I'm not one for stems on figures or air poses because I hate when there's extra things on figures, but this one works. It's really well balanced. Yes, it does have a bit of wobble, but it doesn't feel like it's going to fall over. Here is the shot of the base just by itself. Very faintly you can see the BWFC on the plate. Actually says 2017, and it does come with this bent stand. I love the way his body is contorted. You have the leap in his legs and you have the balance of his arms. Of course, with every figure collector, the face makes or breaks the figure, and you can really tell with this figure those Goku eyes. That signature Akira Toriyama art style is just well represented. Moving on from the face, I just love the way this neck piece, this scarf, has been done. The way it's twisting in the wind, the way the folds come over each other, even the small etching has been included in the sculpt. One of the other amazing features are the way these hands are sculpted. If you've ever drawn hands or tried to mold hands or just watch a lot of animation, you know how difficult it is to make hands feel realistic, to feel like there's a grip, to feel like there's knuckles and veins and bones all included. And both of the hands on this figure just have that kind of expression. Of course, the tiger skin is one of my favorite pieces on this figure. It's just so well done. It really looks like a piece of harvested tiger fur. It has this beautiful gradient. The stripes are lovely on it. Just really amazing for a prize figure. Guys, throw out the notion that prize figures aren't good enough, because clearly they are. They really are amazing for the price anymore. The next really amazing thing is the way these shoes have been done. And what I mean by that is a lot of times figures have very stiff looking boots, they have very rigid lines, laces are always kind of painted on in place. These are handled completely differently. You can actually see creases from wear, you know, the way shoes kind of mold to your feet and your motions. You can also see that the ties have this very beautiful flowing motion. I'm really impressed that this was captured in a prize figure. I know it wouldn't be fair if I didn't at least describe a couple of small nitpicks that I have with the figure. No figure is perfect, but this one is pretty darn close. Now, as much as I do love all of the shading, there are parts of this figure where it feels like it's completely lacking. For example, the back of his hat has very little shading. Most of it stayed in the front. Now, it's not that big a deal, but it does seem a little bit noticeable when you're turning this figure. Also, I noticed that I have a couple of rough parts. I don't know if that was from the mold itself when this was being factory made, but he has like this rough scruff on his knee. Doesn't really detract from it. I mean, he is, you know, a battler. It wouldn't be unheard of for him to have some sort of, you know, war-torn parts of his pants. There is like a paint splot right there. You don't really see it on camera. It's only noticeable in person. One other thing is there's this really big divot right here in his scarf. And I don't know if that's present in other figures or just on mine. Again, it's so minor, but it's little things that make a figure, so I just wanted to point them out. There's really not much else to say. You can see a few of the molding lines on his hands. They're very faint. I can't even zoom in enough to show them. But that's something that just comes with figures, especially with hands these detailed. I'm not really going to be bothered. There's no way to take a bad photograph of this figure. I've always wanted a really stellar Goku figure, something that was really unique but still really kept the character. And honestly, I just love the expression on his face. It's perfect. Really love this. I can't get over it. That's all I have to say for this one. Anyway, I did pick this figure up for $25 and then there was $10 shipping. So this one was a little bit more expensive than I typically would pay for a prize figure. However, it's also much more detailed than most prize figures, even out of the Banpresto World Figure Coliseum, which I adore. I love that line. I love owning these. I felt like it was about time to have some Goku representation in my collection, and I'm really happy that I held out for a figure that was this expressive. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this figure, and as always, I want to say hi to all my subscribers. You guys rock, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!